So hey guys, today we're looking at the upcoming ban list. Cards to be limited, branded opening for whatever reason. No real point in doing this now, honestly. Cards to be semi-limited, water enchantress of the temple. I mean, it's nice to have at least two copies of this now, but we could have used this like quite a while ago, honestly. That would have shook up the meta a little bit, would have made it a little bit more fun to play maybe. But yeah, this doesn't super matter at this point in time. It would have been way more impactful to give this a semi-limit, like I don't know, maybe even 4 months ago that it would have been perfectly fine to do this. It's whatever. King of the Swamp. I have no idea why this was ever limited to begin with. This was just stupid. So it literally doesn't matter now that this could be banned at 1, at 2, at 3, literally anything. Who really cares? Prank Kids Meow Meow Moo. This being at like pretty much the same deal as King of the Swamp almost, but this can either be at like 1, 2, 3 or banned. It's just it might as well be the same. It only matters having multiple for the grind game anyways. So hmm, I'm not sure what difference it makes if Prank Kids Meow Meow Moo is at 1 or 2, for example. I mean, I guess you wouldn't have a Meow Meow Moo after you banish it, I guess, but I guess the biggest issue with Meow Meow Moo is when it was bugged. That's about it. When you could use Meow Meow Moo was a hard once per turn effect to not tribute more than once. So technically, you could Raigeki your opponent's board like 4 times or something with Battle Butler because Battle Butler is not hard once per turn. So that's what all I have to say about Meow Meow Moo. Not really a big deal. Super Heavy Samurai Soul Piercer. This is the strongest normal summon, arguably. Like, if you just don't worry about like Shifter or Droll, you can't really Ash Soul Piercer, you know, because then so normal summon Soul Piercer, then we link off for Scarecrow, then activate Scarecrow effect. So we technically would get 2 searches off that. So that's a little bit strong, but that's it. Being semi-limited or just not, that doesn't super matter because I believe you can search Soul Piercer, I think, off of the bike. So if you really cared, it's about the same. In fact, if you do bike and then go grab Waku, then you can effect of Benkei to grab Soul Piercer anyways. So the semi limit honestly doesn't matter at all. Parallel Exceed though, this one hurts a little bit. So the thing about Parallel Exceed is if you open both of them now, Parallel Exceed, you only get 1 Parallel Exceed, and also you can't use it as a bridge for Small World. Well, you have a billion different things you can use, so yeah, that doesn't actually matter in the slightest when you think about it that way. So there's just a slightly higher opportunity to not draw Parallel Exceed and to brick off of the Parallel Exceed a little bit, but otherwise this doesn't matter. The most impactful thing here is probably Branded Opening to 1. So Branded is just getting really hit right now for honestly no reason. So Branded Fusion to 1, I could get that, right? But Branded Opening to 1 now as well. Branded Opening does have that Destruction Protection effect. That's about it. I don't really have any other thoughts on this. It's just why? Just doesn't really make sense to me, at least. But okay, Branded Opening to 1. I guess. So now you have 2 copies of Aluber and 1 of Branded Opening, I guess, and then 1 copy of Branded Fusion. So if you still think about it that way, that's like 3, 4. That's like 4 ways to kind of hard open Branded Fusion, and then you have other ways to cast search Branded Fusion. That goes down from like 5 to 4. But then there's also Foolish Burial to get Branded Fusion via sending Thespian Tragedy. So you would normal summon a Luber, grab Branded Fusion, and then there's Gold Sark, which is like essentially the same line. So I don't think this matters that much. The only thing strong-ish about Branded Opening is you don't have to use your like normal summon in comparison to just hard open a Luber. So yeah. overall, pretty mid ban list, and I hope to see another one that actually like either hits something or like frees up some stuff that shouldn't have been hit in the first place. So yeah, honestly, if you just removed this part of the ban list and just put and we just looked at this part, that would have been like whatever as well. But well, what I'm saying is every single change on this ban list doesn't even slightly matter. Okay, aside from like branded opening being limited, and even then, this is kind of negligible to an extent, right? How many different ways do you still have to essentially like special summon only and search for branded fusion? Well, in terms of one cards, I guess you have a little bit less, but yeah, still fairly consistent. So yeah, that's all I got for you guys today, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.